Israel is fundamentally a settler colonial state. It is a nation built on a house of cards. Israelis, and by extension all Zionists, live with this existential threat that the constructed state will be obliterated at any given moment. But anyway, I was born Jewish, I'm ethnically Jewish, and I am religiously Jewish.
If you genuinely don't understand what's going on between Palestine and Israel right now, I'm going to briefly educate you. And I really hope this hits the right audience. I don't want Muslims and Arabs seeing this, because if you're Muslim and Arab, you most likely have already been educated, and if you have an opinion, it's not going to change. I want this to get to the non-Arabs and the non-Muslims that don't understand what's going on. Israel is a settler colony that illegally occupied the country of Palestine in 1948. And this conflict is not religious. It's not the Jewish versus the Muslims. This is a conflict of imperialism and settler colonialism. It's about land that belongs to the Palestinians. The best way I could describe this is to think about the indigenous people of Canada and the United States if you live in North America. What happened here, us living in Canada and the United States, we're on indigenous land, right? We don't belong here. And that's what's happening to Palestine at the hands of Israel. As the years have passed, Israel has occupied more and more land, and their end goal is to occupy all of it. And Israelis do this by murdering Palestinians, caging them up, treating them inhumanely, and Palestinians basically have no rights. They get shot and killed daily by occupation forces, and all their movement is monitored. Their belongings get damaged, they get randomly evicted, they can't leave, they can't enter, they don't have clean water. And the reason why you're seeing so much about this right now and people standing with Israel is because this is the first time in history that Palestine has been able to do 0.001% of what Israel has been doing to them since 1948. At this point, it's not even just about getting their land back, it's about being treated like humans and having a decent life, and the only way to get that is to fight back. And this is the first time they've been able to do anything. Obviously, if they could choose between being treated like humans or getting their land back without having to hurt anyone, then they would choose that option. But unfortunately, they have not been given that option by Israel. The truth never gets talked about on mainstream media because Israel has so many allies, and your favorite celebrities are also with Israel. Israel is backed by the US, it's even backed by most of the strong Arab countries. That's why spreading awareness is so important. This stuff is not allowed to be talked about. Every single day, Palestinians suffer in silence. So yeah, your repost counts for something. Your one conversation informing someone, it counts for something. The last time this trended, a lot of celebrities were neutral on the situation. Why were they neutral? Because Palestinian blood was being spilled. Israeli blood was not being spilled. But for the first time, Israeli blood is spilled. Now they're all standing with Israel. When Palestinian blood has been being spilled every single day for decades. So please, no one is telling you to support human life being lost. But you need to understand that this is what decolonization means. This is what it means to fight for your human rights. In the words of Malcolm X, if you're not careful, the newspapers will have you hating the people being oppressed and loving the people doing the oppressing. Be on the right side of history.